Hey guys. Hmm. Thank you so much for taking the time to listen to this. Um, Glad to be here. I want to open up. With just reading the declaration, and um, well, the reason I want to read the declaration is because um, I feel like it's going to help add some protection. I'm just going to click out of some things here real quick. Apologize for the beeping. And here we go. So to give us some extra protection and be sure that we're shielded and ready to move forward for what is coming forward for us. So defenders of truth, sovereignty, and liberation, our cosmic pillars of justice and teams serving the Christus mission. Throughout the omniverse, I sound my heart tone to you now. As we awaken from stasis and traverse the multiverses, we correct, clear, and integrate our body pieces, updating and upgrading the energy template. My alchemical container is consecrated to God and dedicated to the purpose of one. I endeavor to be a knower of God and to then become a way shower of God. Please sustain my light body frequencies and vibrations in the eternal power of my consecration. I ask for gatekeeping from the God worlds in order to sustain my mission. I open my heart fully and fearlessly, canceling all contracts and agreements that were made with beings outside of the Christ consciousness. Please resurrect all organic patterning in all bodies and in all combinations to the living light constructs. I am the cosmic sovereign law made manifest, for I am the eternal living light and divine Sophianic union. And so it is lovingly decreed. And we ask to call in our spiritual teams, our guides, our higher self, opening up and connecting into the Godhead. We call in the Solar Rishi or the Breno, however you say that. We ask as we connect into the rainbow rounds and connect into our base shielding, we bring in our dragon shields and we check for boundaries being breached, asking for a ban of non-interference for any energies and essences that are outside of Christ consciousness. And one of the things that we want to address and bring forward is today is Armageddon software and historical timeline trigger events. Today is 9/11, and it brings out a lot of emotion. So even just me saying today is 9/11, that stirs up my emotions. That triggers my cellular structure to feel sad, to feel angry, and to feel like I need to prepare for something or hide. So there's this really interesting thing that's happening, and it's a fight or flight. And this is very typical when we're running up against these kinds of energies. This is what we do when we face conflict, when it's very challenging to stay in 0 point. We go, okay, I got to get out of here. Or um, there's so much shock and trauma in the memories or in the current moment that we freeze. And so this creates some uh, confusion in the body, the mind, and the spirit. When they're not cohesive, it feels like we're kind of all over the place. I've had a lot coming up for myself. And so, as per usual, I have the opportunity to really only share from myself from my own personal experiences, from my own memories, my own timeline memories, and also uh, I feel blessed in the fact that I've had so many people that I've had the opportunity to work with and work on to co-create and clear timelines in other people's fields, um, as well as in the Earth and in other planets during other time-space continuums. And it's been a real blessing, I will say, because it gives a unique perspective in being able to see what's happening in um, the multiverse, and an easier opportunity to connect into what's happening in our human consciousness. So there are many things that are triggered uh, in our own world, in our body, from our own world experiences, from the histories that we actually can remember, and those are like the Holocaust, Pearl Harbor, 9/11, uh, these things that are most current in our memories. But what's also being triggered are these events that have happened um, throughout our galactic history. So we're feeling these uh, so much bigger than our twin towers coming down, so much bigger than the lives lost, the bloodshed for no reason whatsoever other than uh, the sick, demented minds of these controller groups that more and more are coming out. Uh, into the open about. This is going beyond families. People are starting to understand um, bloodlines, families, who the top 1% is, but beyond that, who in our galaxy is on our side and why does that matter? So, because we have little to no memory, the majority of us have little to no memory of other trigger events or other wars. There are some like the Atlantean Holocaust, the Luciferian War, going to the Knights Templar invasion, or the Sumer or Babylon massacre. Let's see, they're going to show me another one. We're going to talk about gray alien weaponry. These are all timeline trigger events, okay? There's a slew of them and we are feeling them. And this is the increased impact of fight or flight. Uh, and this is the increased impact of uh, sadness, grief, confusion. And they really take the opportunity to play on our memories, our cellular memories, and and add in a little bit of extra. So they add in what we call holographic inserts. So we see some of the scariest things. They replay pictures of things that we've seen in our own timelines, things that people have dreamt about that they don't recall. Generally, these are other structures or places, times and places that we've been. And so what they're really doing is like turning up the volume on Armageddon software. And their Armageddon software is a program. And let's remember, we are multidimensional beings and we're electromagnetic. And we think about how they try to keep us separate from ourselves. And when we're separate from ourselves, we're then separate from each other. And then also that separates us and pulls us even further away from God or the Godhead. So they put these mind control programs into our biocomputers. Because of the way we're designed, the bottom line is we're biocomputers, and computers are rather easily hacked into. And so this is a psycho-spiritual warfare on humanity, and it has kept us from embodying our organic angelic template. And this is what we have been pushing through. We're pushing through their false gods, their false fathers, their false ways, the way they rape and siphon our energies, our children, our minds. Uh, they do this through religious violence, they do it through economic violence, and uh, they're negative beings. It's the underbelly has been exposed, and it's going to continue to be exposed. So don't expect things to get um, uh, swept under the rug anymore, so to speak. So um, all of this is coming out. All of these fears are pushing to the surface, and they're being amplified. And I see this as a good thing. I know it's really scary and it's hard for people, but this is really a good thing, because when we look at all of this darkness and all of this underbelly and all of the things that are crawling out from under the rocks and out of our dreams and out of our memories, out of our cellular structures, and they're expressing through our pores, they're expressing through our words, our actions, everything. And this is the time to take nice deep breaths. Remember that we're processing historical events that our bodies are trying to remember. So this goes way beyond even, like I said, even the 9/11, the Twin Towers going down and what that did. That's just one of our most recent ones. So when all of these technologies get attached to us, all of these different software programs, they're able to activate them in a way that controls our central nervous system, controls our mind, and and excuse me for 1 second. Um, Thank you. Pardon the interruption. That was just actually outside the door. My kid saying, "Are you in a session?" So um, they're able to go in through realms and multidimensional levels that so many of us haven't been acquainted with. I know a lot of us have heard about the astral realms or dream time or something like that. And that's a lot of where all of this happens, but it can happen outside of that too. In higher dimensions, we have a lot of our bodies that have been um, torn apart, split, stolen, programmed, tagged, tracked. We got beacons on us, all kinds of things. And so mirrors have been flipped around, all kinds of stuff has happened. And so um, I just want to take the opportunity to say that everything that you're feeling is normal and it's going to get better. Uh, these events are not new. None of the pestilence that we're experiencing is new. We've experienced it over and over and over again, and we're going to overcome it. And it's like this time we win. We're at the end of a cycle. And there are going to be people that we lose, and there are also going to be people that we gain. So I do want to share some really great news, and I've confirmed this 3 different times, 3 separate occasions, and I believe it's 3, maybe 2, but I think 3. That uh, there's been a lot of damage from uh, some things that people are choosing to put in their body. And these people, there are a lot of our star seeds that have chosen to do this, and it's because they're not all the way awake. They're not able to discern because they've not been given the facts. And when the facts are hidden, we don't get to make proper decisions. So I have seen coming in from the Taurus constellation, so this is in the Pleiades, I have seen a lot of souls ready to walk in. Okay. So I'm really excited about this because a lot of the damage that has been done to a lot of our star seeds, and that means a lot of the people that you love that have been damaged, uh, they are going to have walk-ins come into their body to be able to repair the damage. I have complete faith that what I've witnessed and what my teams have shown me is true, and I trust and believe in that. And there are a lot of them coming in. And so this is another aspect of this rescue mission. So, and I don't believe it's any kind of secret, nor do I believe that uh, a Christic way would be a secretive way. And I want that to sink in a little bit because a lot of people want to hide things and do things on the down low. And oh my gosh, who's going to know this, that, or the other thing? Well, anybody can find any piece of information that they want to, regardless, because we are a unity consciousness. We can tap into any of it. Depends on our frequency, it depends on our vibration, it depends on what we're allowed to see and not see, but it's not impossible. So I just wanted to share that there's a massive group coming in for rehabilitation. And as well as I still do see people dropping their bodies and leaving. And those are the ones that um, there's that's by choice or sometimes by just how wars go. And those of us that have been awakened or have been in the awakening process are getting more and more information. Our diamond hearts are coming online. Our body parts are being called back, and it's happening at an excessive rate. So be kind with yourself because some of the information can cause kind of a schizoid energy or feeling. And so I just invite everybody to take a nice deep breath and allow the information to process in a way that you can uh, maintain it. So drink lots of water, eat clean foods. Um, so clean is anything bright and vibrant, fresh, something that has a soul. And like fruits uh, and like I said, lots of water. Charge your water with positive, beautiful words, affirmations that you want to bring into your body. And we're going to start clearing this stuff. And we're all going to start waking up together and we're going to start connecting our hearts. Okay, this is going to be about how our crystal hearts connect together to create the old grids that used to be here. So the entire grid system will reawaken when more of us have our hearts um, activated and connected. And when we meet each other, we find each other, our hearts sometimes are automatically going to start activating. And that's really fun and exciting. So keep your mind open, keep your heart open, um, and be kind to yourself and kind to others. I will be personally shifting some of my energies to focus on more updates, as well as probably more meditations and classwork and trimming down session work a little bit. As some things for me have changed quite dramatically the past couple of weeks, and today especially, some new information is coming in. So I just want to send everybody so much love and peace and grace, and know that you're not in it alone, and that no matter what you're feeling, it's normal. And so that's a myriad of things, a myriad of emotions, and they're all very normal. So just want to send you so much love, and let's work on clearing that Armageddon software out of your body as God would have it be, and begin to open our crystal heart centers. And we're going to balance, center, and stabilize and bring that into sovereignty. And so much love to you guys.